Hi friends, it's Liz here. Thanks so much for joining me today. I have another one-page wonder that we're going to be making, and I will have links to anything I mentioned in the video description. For the majority of the papers that I have used, or the digitals, they are from Making and Creating with Digital Collage Club, and I do have discount codes for them. So if you wanted to join the club, you can join it annually, or you can join the lifetime. There are discount codes for both in the video description. And if you already are part of the club, then a lot of these printables will look very familiar to you already. And so, yeah, let me show you what I've done. And questions, comments, as I mentioned, you can leave them below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Let's get started. Okay, so this is another one-page wonder that I'm going to be showing you. It is using 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and it has lots of flips and tucks and all that stuff that we love. And again, all you need is one page to make it. I'm going to show you what I made, and then I'm going to show you how I put one together. I did use a few goodies from BB Craft, and I have had unboxings that I will show you as well for them. I will link those below if you're interested in anything I am showing you here. So on the cover, you see there's like a little flip, and you've got a little pocket, and then it's got a little tuck on the inside cover there where you have this little label. So that's the front cover. Then we open this up. You've got a tuck in the pocket there. I made another little journaling spot. And then in the center, we've got a little interactive piece as well. So I've got a pocket that I added to this side and a little tag that I made with some of the printables. And then this is where the first interactive part comes in, or second, I guess. You flip it over on this side. I've made another pocket on this little flap, more journaling space. And I've basically combined many different digitals from Digital Collage Club and Making and Creating. I just gathered a bunch of the ones I had previously printed and kind of use them in this project. And then you've got another pocket here. And you saw the little tuck spot that I made in the front. And we're not done yet. There's still another part that comes to this. So we fold this over, we bring the cover back, and then we flip this over, and you have more spaces and tuck spots. Isn't this fun, you guys? I absolutely love putting this together. Now, this was not my original idea. I saw G. Kerr making this. She didn't have measurements because she was just sort of folding things like in 3 pieces. And here I just showed you the little item that I used for the pocket, which came from BB Craft, those little postcard things. And then here on the left, you've got another little pocket. I like the design they did for this one because it looks like it's a stitched little pocket there. So you've got that there. And the way this works is you would glue this to your journal page on 3 sides, and then you've got a top tuck. And if you don't want to have a top tuck, then you don't put the little little whatever hole that is, and then you would just leave that as as a rectangle, and you would add the pockets differently. So as I said, this was I saw it on G. Kerr. I think she made this maybe a year ago, maybe 2, I'm not sure. Again, she didn't have measurements, but I kind of took an 8.5 by 11 and kind of played with the measurements. It sort of works. You can tweak it yourself, I'm sure. I'm going to show you how to make it. And then I'm also going to show you another one that I made previously that's kind of similar. But, it's just basically cutting up an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. So here is my sheet. It's just a piece of cardstock. I printed on the back. And I wanted to just have like a lighter color on the back so you can see where I'm scoring. So you'll do 3 scores here, or 2 scores, sorry. The first one is going to be at 3 5/8, and then the other score line is going to be at 7 3/8. Now this is where you can tweak it a little bit, because when I fold them, you kind of might have a little edge left over. It really doesn't matter because it's supposed to go on a journal page, so it doesn't really have to be perfect. As you can see, there's like a little spot left here. But anyways, you'll fold it on the score lines. Make sure that you do that before we do the cutting. So now we're going to take this sheet and cut cut it to 5.5. So you're left with 2 pieces. And again, we're going to fold on our score lines. And when we scored it at the beginning is what really helps kind of put it together, because then both pieces have the same score lines and they're easier to attach them. All right, so I hope you can follow what I'm saying. So here you can see I'm just putting the pieces together, and then we're going to glue and add our little pockets. So this is what I mean with, you might have a little leftover bit of paper that's not fully going to the edge of the other side, but you can always just kind of tweak that, either cutting a little extra piece off or folding it slightly different. But I found this was the best way that I can put this one together. So I'm just bringing it up to that edge to cover up the back a little bit. And now I'm going to show you how we attach it, okay? So we've got our larger piece. You want the fold to open this way for the pocket that's going to be attached. And then you've got it opening towards the left side. You take your inner piece and you attach it to fold out this way. Okay, so it's super easy once you kind of follow along with it. I'm just going to cut a little notch here with my little circle. And then this way you'll be able to see where that pocket is going to be. And we're going to glue this on 3 sides, and you're just gluing this to this back part of your little fold out. Hopefully you can follow it. If not, of course, you can go back and see what we've done at the beginning. I always suggest that you use a piece of scrap paper that you're not necessarily too excited about, and make yourself a little template, because otherwise, if you're using your nice paper to start, you might make a couple of boo-boos, and then, you know, you've kind of used up your favorite piece. So use up whatever piece you have extra that you may just want to make a sample for, maybe to remember this later. So here I've just glued the little piece that we made the little notch to the back, and I'm just folding it to make sure it all fits nicely, as you can see there. There we go. So now we've got a little interactive part. We fold this back, and then here, this is the part that gets attached to your page. You can leave it like this, and if you do, you just glue on 3 sides. You can make a side tuck, or you know, you can do your top tuck without the little notch, but I will be adding the notch just so you can kind of see what I did. And then you've got your little piece there that shows you where your top pocket is going to be. You would glue that to your page, and now you've got this really fun interactive piece that you can add to a journal page or a scrapbook page or whatever you want to use it for. It's also great to send in the mail, and then you're just kind of, you know, adding all your little bits and bobs to it. So I'm just going to put it side by side to the one I just showed you, so you can see you've got your little flap on the front. You open it up, and then you bring that side over. And when we fold it back up again, then you've got your little back flip. So yeah, that's it, my friends. Easy peasy. Let me show you another one that I worked on before. I do have a tutorial for this one as well. So this is another one of the one-page wonders I made a long time ago. It does have a tutorial. I will link it below. And this is how this one opens up. And it is really, again, a fun project to make. Very interactive. You can send this on its own in the mail to somebody, or, you know, just add it to ephemera pieces that you wanted to make. Now, I have like over 80 tutorials that are specifically for one-page wonders on my channel. If you wanted to check any of them out, I will have links to that playlist below. Don't forget to like the video if you want to see my video content, because otherwise YouTube might hide me from you. And check out my affiliate links. I appreciate any clicks that you make on that link, because that helps my channel as well. And questions, comments, you can leave them below. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for stopping by.